As President Trump is in the capital city. The former president is here in Columbia for the big annual Rivalry matchup, the Palmetto Bowl, between the University of South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson University Tigers. This video that you're seeing was just before 7:15 this evening at Williams-Brice as the president greeted supporters outside of the Hall of Champions. Again, thank you so much for joining us with this breaking news. I'm Darcy Strickland. We've got coverage for you, team coverage across the Midlands, specifically in the capital city, beginning at the airport and moving over to Williams-Brice Stadium. Now, navigating traffic on game day is always a challenge, and the arrival of the former president impacted fans driving near the stadium and has kept streets busy in that area all evening. Our Whitney Sullivan joins us now with more. She begins our team coverage. Whitney, 80,000 fans at Williams-Brice, but only one showed up with his own Secret Service detail. The former president in town, making for a big headache for lots of Gamecock and Clemson Tiger fans.
That's right, Darcy. Now, after practices, press conferences, and a major announcement from former President Donald Trump, the big day is finally here. As you can see behind me, I am almost about a stone's throw away from Williams-Brice Stadium. And as you can see, even though traffic has been heavy, clearly it has not hampered spirits out here. Now, we're on the 800 block of Bluff Road, and even though kickoff just happened or is about to happen in a few moments, as you can see, there are still cars surrounding Williams-Brice Stadium. Now, we are about 15-20 minutes away from the stadium, and I can tell you that as soon as we cross the tracks at the intersection of Bluff Road and Assembly Street, the intersection of Bluff Road and Assembly Street, again, very excited fans. It took us about an hour to go half a mile. Now, we had the opportunity to speak to a number of people who made their way out here, and they say that traffic was heavy, but it's what you expect on a game day. Let's listen to what they had to say.
Traffic's kind of congested around Harbison area, then downtown a little bit, but it's smooth sailing.
And you were traveling from Newberry?
Yes, traveling from Newberry.
You'll have to cue me, I can't hear. All right, again, the atmosphere out here electric, and right now you can see that traffic is still bumper to bumper, but even with traffic that way, it's a lot lighter than what we saw earlier. But again, fans saying that this heavy traffic is not hampering their spirits. Now, the number of vehicles only outnumbered by the number of people who are walking towards the stadium, but if you do plan to come out here, remember that traffic will probably continue to be heavy, especially as fans are leaving the stadium. But what we are seeing right now is traffic letting up a little bit more. So outside of it being the big game, really people have been talking about traffic and the former president's visit. Darcy?
Whitney Sullivan reporting for us live. Whitney, thank you so much. Our team coverage continues as we head out to the airport. We believe the former president arrived in the Midlands between 6:15, 6:30 this evening. I say we believe because there was no confirmed visual sighting of the president. We know his motorcade made its way to Williams-Brice Stadium. We're heading out to the airport. That's where we find Zoe Henry. Zoe, I know there was a crowd of supporters who were there to welcome the former president, but again, no one actually was able to put eyes on Mr. Trump.
Darcy, you said it right. I mean, all of those Trump supporters who were out here were cheering, but they hadn't seen former President Donald Trump get off of that plane. Neither did I. But here's a look at what we did see today. We saw plenty of law enforcement agencies. We saw Lexington County EMS, Lexington County firefighters were out here. We saw SLED. We saw Secret Service as well. Plenty of law enforcement here, heavy presence. And we also saw those Trump supporters that we mentioned a little bit earlier, and they talked a little bit about who was supposed to be landing here today.
I followed him since the art of the deal. I followed him his whole life and family, and went to see him in Fayetteville. And so, yeah, he's going to bring our country back together.
Has to.
And again, no confirmed sighting of the former president getting off of a plane here. We did see that plane land about an hour ago, but again, did not see former President Donald Trump get off of that plane. Zoe Henry, News 19, WLTX. Darcy.
Zoe, thank you so much. Tonight's game is also bringing together fans from around the state. If you took a trip down to Williams-Brice, you likely saw the thousands of fans occupying space outside of the stadium. There was a mix of garnet and orange all around the stadium as fans from both teams tailgated this afternoon for the 120th meeting of these teams. Fans tell us the rivalry and the visit from former President Trump was their reason to come to Columbia today.
I think for the fans that this is bigger than a bowl. I mean, this is Carolina-Clemson, and everyone has picked a side. You are either Carolina or you're Clemson. So today's the day.
I think there's just a lot more people tailgating. It's a lot more even of a crowd than it usually is.
Fans also reported seeing an increase in police presence surrounding the former president's visit. Our team coverage continues this evening with security. It is always a priority at huge football games like tonight's, but it's been taken to another level as the former president is expected to make an appearance by halftime. News 19's Becky Buds has a look inside Williams-Brice Stadium.
I'm here at Williams-Brice Stadium as thousands of fans are pouring into the stadium, starting to take their seats before the big game. I spoke with about a dozen fans so far. Everyone says that security is running smoothly. They're only standing in line for 30 seconds, maybe up to 5 minutes at the most. Everyone tells me that it's looking like any other home game here at Williams-Brice Stadium. So that means that they're getting their tickets scanned. They are going through metal detectors. If you have a bag, it's going to be checked, and there is a clear bag policy. Some people have told me there's a little bit more police presence here today. A lot of our law enforcement, local law enforcement is here, including USC Police, Richland County Sheriff's Department, and more. So security is definitely high here, but nothing out of the ordinary. Again, I spoke with some fans about their experience. Take a listen to what they had to say.
The parking's fine. I know Trump is here, but I didn't see any problems coming in, and hopefully we are able to get out of here nice and smooth, but today not so bad.
Were you surprised it was like any normal game day with his appearance?
I was a little scared, to be honest with you, because you never know. You know, they don't come with just one person in the pickup truck. They come with thousands of people. So no, it wasn't bad coming in here today. We just parked and walked in, and here we are.
Security was great. I mean, no hold-ups. You got the invisible scan check, but security was pretty great. I feel like it'd be a safe game in a safe environment.
I'll have more coming up tonight at 11, hearing from fans about their experience inside the stadium. Reporting here at Williams-Brice, Becky Buds, News 19 WLTX.